Welcome into WTOL 11 News on WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Tatiana Cash. Thanks so much for joining us online. Now, today I feel like it was a little damp, a little dreary, but not terrible, honestly. It could have been, though, a little bit better. So we need to ask what's going to happen tomorrow. Meteorologist John Birchfield is here now. John, better tomorrow, about the same?
Could be worse, actually. So neither of the above, Tatiana. We're expecting some more rain showers for your Sunday. The steadiest will occur in the early afternoon. If there's any silver lining to this forecast, it's the temperatures. We're going to be near 50 degrees, so it will be a mild feeling, almost spring-like day. Right now, the rain is very light and scattered. It's more of just that mist and drizzle with a little bit of patchy fog outside. You're not seeing any green on Doppler radar, but there are some low-hanging stratus clouds, and that leads to a bit of mist even when you don't see it on radar. Here's the hour-by-hour timing. Watching another system that'll move on through, and it'll bring us some steadier rounds of rain showers, especially into the early afternoon. I've got your full forecast and a look at when we dry things out coming up in just a minute. Tatiana.
All right, thanks, John. The Israeli-Hamas war continues after negotiations break down between the sides. And here at home, the Greater Toledo Jewish Federation actually received a bomb threat today. This happened during Shabbat morning services when officials say they received a threat of a person heading to the synagogue with a pipe bomb. This forced police to evacuate the building. They later learned, though, that thankfully this was just a bomb threat, and that was a hoax. A tense situation yesterday, though, when protesters confronted Ohio Governor Mike DeWine as he visited the Islamic Center. Initially, the imam and vice president started the meeting by welcoming and thanking the governor for coming to hear their concerns about safety. Then a group of young Palestinian Americans came in with red paint on their hands. It symbolized what they say is blood on the governor's hands for not standing up for their safety against genocide.
To what end will we stop? To what end will it be enough? This extended silence regarding the genocide that is visited on the Palestinians is deafening, and we hear it loud and clear. We will remember your silence, and when it is time to vote, we will remember who sat back and watched the numbers climb, and we will remember who watched and did nothing.
One person suggested the governor issue a statewide directive condemning Islamophobia and remove the Israeli flag from his Twitter handle. All right, now today it's the second train accident this week between a car and an Amtrak train. This morning, officials say a driver was crossing the tracks on Wall Bridge near Owen Road in Lake Township when the car actually got stuck on the rails. The driver managed to get out of the car safely, but the train, carrying 112 passengers and crew, smashed into the car. Earlier this week, another driver attempted to cross the train tracks when the guardrails were down, and unfortunately, that driver was hit and killed by an Amtrak train.
Turning to that forecast, damp and dreary conditions expected for your Saturday evening and Saturday night. Temperatures are going to hold steady near 40 degrees, mild for early December, but we are seeing a little bit of mist and drizzle out the door and out the window this evening. Temperatures are generally cooler to the north and west, upper 30s in Hillsdale and Williams counties, and some spots to the south and east of the metro, including Wyandotte and Crawford counties, hanging tight in the mid to upper 40s. We got 43 on the board out towards Ottawa and Findlay, 41 in Bowling Green, and it'll be a damp feel out at the Miracle on Main in Sylvania. Not seeing any green on Doppler radar, but some of these low-hanging clouds can produce areas of drizzle even when you don't see that green on Doppler radar. Now to the south and east and south and west of us, there is more rain that's moving on through, and that is going to impact your Sunday plans. Here's the hour-by-hour timing. As that low draws closer, we're going to be seeing some light showers by daybreak, and there's that other batch of rain to the southeast of us that I just showed you on radar. Overall, I think the steadiest rain is going to occur from lunchtime through the early afternoon. Let me show you here as we set the clock into motion. By the early afternoon, as that low draws closer, that is when rain is going to be the most likely, and into the afternoon and evening, a few downpours may be possible, especially south and east of Toledo, and in far eastern Ohio and Pennsylvania, they could actually see some unusual early December thunderstorms. Not expecting anything for us other than a brief downpour or pocket of steadier rain. Here's a closer view of that hour-by-hour timing. For the morning, if you're thinking worship services or that walk at your favorite park, a couple areas of drizzle possible. Overall, the rain's going to look light early in the day. By midday, by lunchtime, starting to see a few pockets of steadier showers. And whenever you see that yellow color, that indicates a steadier burst of rain. Into the afternoon, you'll notice a few steadier showers possible. And into into the evening, that rain wraps up very quickly. By about 7 p.m., totally dry conditions. Advancing the clock into Monday, mainly cloudy skies and likely a dry day. Tomorrow, more rain. If there's any upside to this forecast, it's the temperature. We'll be at 48 degrees, and to the southeast of Toledo, could even be in the 50s with a mild setting for this first weekend of December. So what can you expect as we round the corner into the work week? Well, Monday should feature drying conditions. However, Tuesday, another weather system moves on through, and that one could bring us a quick burst of wet snow in the morning and a wintry mix in the afternoon. Here's a look ahead to that one. You guessed it, another system rolling in from the west. This time we're seeing a bit of blue and pink on the hour by hour, and that indicates some wet snow and a wintry mix. This is what the commute Tuesday morning may look like. Perhaps a few slick spots, but overall the travel impacts are going to be minimal. Into the afternoon, highs will be around 40 degrees. There may be a few flakes flying, but temperatures are going to be well above freezing, so accumulation should remain confined to what we call elevated surfaces. In other words, the grass, your deck, patio. Most of the major roadways, though, going to be snow-free and just wet. Next couple of days. Monday is going to be a dry day, but a little cooler at 42 degrees. Tuesday, there's that burst of wet snow and a bit of rain mixing on through. Again, well above freezing. Wednesday features dry weather with temperatures in the upper 30s, and the 10-day forecast is going to be a nice little warm-up as we round the corner into late next week. By Friday, we're going to be in the lower 50s, and unfortunately, if you don't like the rain, this weather pattern is going to stay awfully damp. Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday could all bring some rain showers. Temperatures are going to be above average with a mild feel for December and no sticking snow, but several chances for some raindrops. Tatiana?
We'll take it. All right, thanks, John. Now, this morning, many were decking the halls at East Toledo's holiday parade. This 51-year-old tradition hosts 50 floats and spreads holiday cheer throughout East Toledo city streets. The East Family Center told WTOL they want to help keep this Toledo tradition going for years to come.
We want to make sure that we continue those traditions for all of the people and the families that we serve in the community. It's really critical for that.
The East Toledo Family Center is going to be hosting a holiday basket giveaway. It's going to start on December 11th. Now, we're 2 days into December, of course, December 2nd, and Santa's already making stops along the Maumee River, this time on a tugboat. All right, Santa's got a sea legs, and on his boat are Christmas trees for families to purchase, and then donated trees go to those in need. Now, they were parked next to the National Museum of the Great Lakes, and Santa then got to do a meet and greet with the kiddos while the trees were distributed. Each donation from this event is going to be matched by UTMC through gifts of healthy hygiene kits, again, to those in need.
It's wonderful to see how the community kind of comes out to help other people, not just, participating by buying trees for themselves and buying trees for other people, but by giving donations to families in need, and seeing just how people come together to help each other is very heartwarming, especially during the holiday season.
Oh, yes. Hello, Tiny. Unfortunately, though, if you are not able to get out there today and grab a tree off the ship because they're all gone, you can still support the cause. Follow a link. It's on our website, WTOL.com. And while many reserve the weekends as a time to relax, we don't because we're working. But others throughout the holiday season decide to take the weekends as a time to go shop for some art, look for some gifts, get out and do stuff. The Toledo Botanical Garden hosts their Heralding the Holidays event. It's where food vendors, carolers, and artists created and sell various items for shoppers. This weekend marks the 38th year for this art show, and it's made up of 11 art and garden organizations.
We enjoy making it, it makes us feel good because it's our hobby, and we enjoy sharing it and making people happy.
Now, do not freak out if you missed today and yesterday. You got one more day. It's going to continue tomorrow. Heralding Holidays Toledo Botanical Garden goes from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. You don't want to miss it. Look how cute that is. And Santa also decided to do a furry visit with the members of the community today because it's the second year for the Toledo Animal Rescue Partnership with Ernest Brew Works and Pizza Cat. Look at the doggies. Santa Paws visitors got a picture with their fur baby, of course, the dog or the cat, and the big man in red sat down, as you can see there, to take, look, him smiling. Oh my gosh. Each pint sold throughout the day made a donation to the animal rescue. So as the holiday season carries on, the director of Toledo Animal Rescue has a message for the entire community.
Think twice before you want to bring an animal home. While we want to adopt all of our animals out, we want to make sure that people aren't just doing it on a whim as a last-minute Christmas gift. So think about it for a moment, and we will help you find the perfect animal for you.
Hi, Fluff. Oh my gosh. Now, if you missed today's event, don't worry. You can still help these furry friends. We have a link on our website. Look at his sniffer. Oh my goodness. And of course, speaking of helping, don't forget WTOL 11's downtown gift drop is just a couple days away. We're collecting new unwrapped toys for babies all the way up until teenagers. And these are the kids that are in the care of Lucas County Children's Services. You can stop by our studios downtown Toledo. Going to go from 6 a.m. 6 p.m. on Thursday, December 7th. Drop off those toys. And speaking of the season of giving, we're going to give you a gift to send you to the lights before Christmas at the Toledo Zoo. There's so much to do and see with your entire family. You got the dancing lights, the animals, the new winter village. There's that ice slide. And then, of course, the 85-foot Norway spruce over on the Broadway entrance. Lots of good stuff there. All right, now, and then just hopping out of the holiday spirit and into some housekeeping rules. Starting Monday, City of Toledo crews are going to be back in neighborhoods collecting leaves. I mean, Santa needs that too. It's important. They're going to begin focusing on the first past area zip codes of 43605, 04, 08, 09, and 10. They're also going to be out working on the second pass in certain areas. So the city says that crews are expected to finish leaf collection by Sunday, the 17th. Is it a good idea to start raking up the leaves now, especially given the fact that you just mentioned a whole bunch of wetness?
Yeah, the leaves are going to be a little bit damp and soggy tomorrow. So for those who did get their leaves picked up today, lucky you. Otherwise, they'll just kind of have to sit and get all gross and slimy. But, you know, always the bearer of good news. I loved all the Santa and the Christmas stories, though. Really brightens the mood on a day like today.
Right? I accept the fact that, you know, I know during the times I typically complain to you, like, oh, it's raining, but you're like, it's necessarily for, like, the world and things to get better. The rain isn't necessarily necessary anymore, though, is it?
Yeah, the farmers have completed their harvest. All the corn and soybeans are collected up. At this point, the only benefit of the rain is the fact that it's not snow. So, you know, a day like today, you didn't have to shovel it. The temperature actually felt fairly pleasant today, and there wasn't much wind. So there are some positive lights in that forecast. Otherwise, it does look a little bit damp and bleak outside. Tomorrow, we do have more showers moving on through. Overall, they're going to be fairly light and sparse in the morning. The steadiest rain is likely to come right around midday through the early afternoon. Highs will be in the upper 40s, with even a few spots southeast of the Maumee River nearing 50 degrees. Monday, a little cooler but dry. Tuesday, I talked about that hour-by-hour timing. A quick little burst of snow possible in the morning with a rain-snow mix in the afternoon. And again, we'll be well above freezing, so anything that sticks just going to be on grassy surfaces. And we do have a nice little December warm-up that'll bring us to the 50s. And of course, the weekend brings more rain, but it's Christmas time.
I'm liking, though, that Thursday, since that's going to be a day for the joy of giving. So therefore, hey, nice weather.
Yeah, no excuses for not coming downtown here.
You have to. 6 to 6, December 7th. We'll be looking for you. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. We will see you hopefully tonight on WTOL 11 at 11.